Welcome to this LTG replay on Overlord. We have the pleasure of watching Black Gold Saw and the LTG, and he's platooned up with me in the T-71. And this is a bit of an unusual video because I'll feature two ace tankers in the LTG by Black Gold Saw. This one is the first match he played in this tank. It's pretty much completely stock, I think. Gun stock, engine stock, track stock, and the second match will be a fully elited ace tanker. This is also an ace tanker, which is quite an achievement, getting an ace tanker on your first match in a tank, but even more so on a stock tank. So yeah, we were both quite surprised that he managed to get the ace tanker on this one. And the other one, yeah, I'll show slightly later. So we're here on Overlord. The key to Overlord obviously is this flank. It's never the beach, and it's really stupid of some of our heavies to actually go onto the beach. It's usually a waste of time because people going to the beach are basically all the tanks out of the fight. Black Gold Saw doesn't have sixth sense. At this point his crew is still just an 80% crew, no special skills. So he's being understandably passive in a stock tank with a stock crew, basically. We can see Type 59 there pulling back. The E25 is coming around here, and he's pulling back as well because the XVM YOLO is strong in these two, and they're going to try and bother me on the other flank, which is always a little bit annoying. This Batchat 12T does a good job though. He doesn't focus the light tank, he actually focuses the autoloader, top tier autoloader on our team, which is the right thing to do with him. And here we can see E25 YOLO potato for the win. Black puts a shot into him. I tried to put a shot, I managed to put one in, and there we see the YOLO potato Type 59. And actually Black does save me here. He tracks the Type 59 on the ridge, and that scares him off so much that he pulls back. But as you can see, I lose pretty much all my HP in that engagement, and I always hate it when people do that. This is a reason why XVM is not good for the game. Because they've basically sacrificed two tanks to try and get me down in HP, and arguably they nearly pulled it off, but they also lost a lot of their own HP for doing it. So that was completely reckless play. It was just stupid to do, especially since I had proper backup. I can't wait for the day that Wargaming completely disables XVM from within the battles. Having XVM in the garage, perfectly fine, whatever floats your boat, but just remove it from the matches because it's so fucking annoying as a good player to get focused by everyone all the time. Black Gold Saw in the meantime with his stock penetration, shooting this AT-15 in the tracks and not even penetrating. Stock penetration 126 because that's fun gameplay for everyone. He is not shooting premium ammo. Reason for that is he doesn't have a premium account. So if he were to do that, he'll lose a shit ton of money. So he's just trying to keep this guy tracked and putting shots into this little ventilation thing, which for some reason is penetratable. So he is actually doing damage now. Managed to take this AT-15 down, which is a very good thing. That is a very dangerous tank in the right circumstances, and those were pretty okay circumstances, because if Black hadn't been there, he probably would have taken a lot less damage. Black pokes up here, auto aims, shoots the 1375, gets shot once in return, finishes him off. His driver is dead. He does repair the driver or heal the driver. And now the enemy light tank thinks, YOLO! Don't know why. Really beats me. WZ-131, one of the best light tanks tier for tier. And he just does something stupid like that and loses pretty much his tank. Black is understandably a little bit passive again. He's got the Type 59 in front of him again. So yeah, XVM focus is still pretty strong because Black has got quite a good WN8 average. So yeah, this guy was just following us around the whole match. Always good to see. Black satisfyingly puts a really nice shot into his side, managed to finish him off as well. Enemy Batchat 12T is no longer, seems to be in the place he was before. So Black manages to, yeah, effectively clean up this flank with the help of his team, and now he's going down to the field because the enemy team was even dumber than our team, and they sent a top tier heavy to the beach to be useless, as well as 2 tier 7 heavy tanks. So that's one of the main reasons why they lost this match. Never go beach, not in top tier tanks. Some of the low tier tanks can go to the beach just to prevent the enemy from going around, but no important tank should ever go to the beach because it's a waste of time, a waste of a team, and you will mostly lose the match if you do. So Black at the moment is just, yeah, as I said, he doesn't have 6th sense. This guy is looking at him though, so he's not poking out. The Scorpion took him out, and now he can move up again, and now we can see the enemy Scorpion engaging our Scorpion. I'm there on my, what, 10 HP? No, 34 HP. I do put a shot in the Scorpion here, and then I run away because I seem to have pissed off this Scorpion, and he's actually coming for me. Luckily I do have backup of my team, and I'm barely managed to get away while Black tries to shoot this T-34. I managed to climb just fast enough up the hill for the Scorpion not to have gun depression, drop off the other side, and luckily he's taken out by my team. So yeah, that was a classic example of an interesting way in which you can use your low HP tank to have an enemy top tier tank basically just give away all the HP for free just to try and get a kill. Yeah, always nice when you got these players on the enemy team that completely suicide against you. And if I had been 40% tomato, he would have probably gotten that kill and gotten away with it, but don't try that against good players because you'll fucking lose. So here we go. Black's going for the Yak Panther, and I'm telling him just wait, I'll shoot him, I'll distract him. No need for it. I shoot the Yak Panther in the side, set him on fire, track him. There we go. I do like the new long distance gun sounds though. That was actually quite cool. So coming down here as well, Black still got most of its HP left. I turn around once I'm despotted and go back up. Batchat 12D was last spotted on that location of the map, but it doesn't seem to be that he's there at the moment. So enemy RT gets spotted, and Black with his stock engine and stock tracks is having real difficulty getting up this hill. He's still doing 21 though, which is a lot more than most fully upgraded mediums and heavy tanks would do. But yeah, it is a little bit painful. Having watched both of these replays, by the way, I thought the LTG had slightly better mobility. It seems a little bit slow occasionally. I mean, I don't mean in this battle, but in general. LTTB is a dune buggy. It's an absolute really cool light tank. Mobility is really good. Nice power to weight, good fast responsiveness. LTG, I had expected more of the mobility. Gun is really nice though, the fully upgraded one, not this one. At first I thought maybe this light tank is in the corner here because that's where they usually hide. Because these light tanks running away at the end of the battle are usually normally players that play a lot of artillery, and they tend to hide in the artillery hiding spots as well, but not this one actually. He seems to have okay working brains. He's still going to die, of course, spoiler alert, because he's not actually trying to get away, he's just trying to hide and hope we cap. So yeah, not going to work out for him. As you can see, I'm up front there. Black is coming up. He's still got full health, and we've got the T28 HTC there. I do have 6 cents in my tank, and I'm not going to super aggressively push because I will not give my kill to that camping Batchat 12T in the corner of the map because he doesn't deserve it. So I'm just waiting for Black here to move up before we actually go in. I'm just acting as backup. I'm moving up. I got spotted at this point, and that's why I stay behind this building. I'm not going to give that guy the kill. Black knows it. I told him, and he just keeps moving up. He can even a full clip from that guy will only do, I think, roughly around 600 damage. Maybe 650, 700 maybe, but it won't be enough to actually kill Black, so Black can just move up and drive into a building. Nearly capped the match out. The bad chat is hoping to survive this, but not happening. So let's take a look at the results. So here we go, ace tanker in a stock LTG, Orlix medal as well. Not too shabby actually, 1418 basic speed, 2485 damage in a stock tank. Most damage on both teams actually, in a stock tank. So that's kind of impressive, I'd say. 30 shots fired, 28 hits, 19 penetrations. Most of the dings were on the side of the AT-15 because the pen was not up to scratch. 1112 base or spotting as well. 5k driven with a stock engine, stock tracks. Just saying. No premium account though. So 30k income, 26k profit. Ammo resupply, fairly cheap repair as well. So yeah, let's take a look at the second ace tanker. Here we go, second ace tanker match. Again, obviously Black got Saw in the LTG, fully upgraded this time, and actually with some screw skills he actually got 6th sense now, which is a lot more welcome. Mobility, a lot better actually than last match. You can really see the difference when you watch them side by side. Actually, it's kind of funny. Mobility is actually, well, you know what? It's not actually that bad. 60 kph on the flat. Not bad, and this gun as well, 144 penetration, 180 damage, is a nice 85mm gun. Similar to the one on the WZ-131, although the 131 actually has better dispersion values and better penetration on it. Black tries to get a shot there, but the gun depression in the LTG is only something like 3 degrees or 5 degrees, I can't remember exactly, but it's shitty gun depression. He is trying to do a lot of spotting damage though, and he is managing to rack up quite a bit so far, almost 1,000 now. He is just driving around. As you can see, the view range of the LTG, being such a flat tank, is not actually that great. I mean, he has got, I think he's got, yeah, he definitely got coated optics. I don't know if he has view range skills or gun handling skills on this. I'm sure he'll tell me in the comments. But once fully upgraded, it's not that bad actually, snapshot capability, but I think it's still better on the WZ. But they do play fairly similar. Unfortunately, gets ammo racked on this shot, which is a little bit unfortunate. But he is keeping the mobility up, which is the right thing to do in this kind of spotting style on this map. You need to keep moving and move in an unpredictable way to make sure that the enemy doesn't actually land shots on you, or make it as hard as possible for the enemy to land shots on you. He does extend now a little bit into the enemy base, but decides the better of it and pulls back behind the ridge. He doesn't actually spot the AT anymore, so he is now seeing this little dude dropping down, and he's going to try and help to kill him before our friendly ELC dies, but unfortunately he doesn't manage to pull it off. Hits that guy with a really nice HE shot though, holy damn. 327 HE damage on a T-71, and nearly 300 ramming damage. This tank is quite good for ramming actually. So there we go, up to 1700 assistance and only 643 damage of his own. Tries to go up here, but you need a little bit of speed for that, so he decides to go around the other way to see what he can actually spot. Spots this TD and spots the enemy ELC standing still there. ELC is turning towards him, or was trying, no, is still turning towards him. He misses his shot, and the ELC obviously turning, rotating the tank, and there we go, because ELC driver, 45% ELC driver actually, by the way he plays it, instantly hits a snapshot. I mean, that gun is so inaccurate, it's worse than the KV2 gun when you rotate the tank, but he did hit that shot. Black now back to his original ridge. He's down to some 90 something HP. so not really good. He does actually try and go for the ELC, managed to put a nice shot in. Don't know what the ELC was doing. And now he's shooting this heavy tank, or he is shooting the heavy tank but keeping an eye on the ELC that's coming back. But he is faking to be looking at the heavy tank, and then when the ELC comes, takes him out. Difference between a good and an average player. And now he can go back to shooting this Churchill in the side, and it's really nice actually. You know what I've just noticed? No RT-XVM focus. So good. You can actually work with your light tank, and the RT is actually busy shooting targets that really matter in the general scheme of things, and not just going for the blue-purple player. So Black can actually work this match. Always pleasant when that happens. So he is still trying to get spotting damage, keeping his distance though. He's a one-shot for everything. He's got 3k assistance and 1k damage of his own. Thinking about going for this AT there, trying to keep scenery between him and the TD in case he needs to pull back. Still going for the AT, but then he spots the RT and he instantly turns towards the RT, because we all like killing RT. So takes out the Hummel, goes through the side, and there's a good chance that the other RT will be here somewhere, but there's also a good chance that he'll get one-shotted by RT. Not happening this time though. Puts a shot into the 13 F3, and by the fact that he didn't get shot at by the other TD, we can pretty safely conclude that either that TD is not here, and I really did think he got that shot there the first time I watched this replay, because the timing was so impressive. But yeah, TD obviously not here, otherwise he would have been shot at. So he pings the other side of the map. M44 got killed, which was, I think, was near the lake, so that's another pointer. And his team say affirmative and actually go there. Also a pleasant change. So they're all going to the corner. Now it's just a matter of who gets the kill on this this Chinese TD. Chinese TD is probably full health, got 2 kills, so he didn't play it too badly. He actually played his tank well. Isn't going to help him win though, because yeah, 1 versus 6. I mean, that's the stuff of legends normally for epic games, but it's not going to happen in this instant. Spoiler alert. So there he is, full health, and Black is slightly too slow to actually get the damage in. Also a little bit of a spoiler. So yeah, enemy gets taken out, and that was the match. Let's take a look at the results. Second day's tanker match. He managed to get scout and patrol duty for all the spotting, which was sort of logical. That's what made most of this ace tanker actually only 1460, well only 1460 damage of his own, 1272 base XP. He still almost did more damage than most. He did more damage than most of the teams actually on both sides, but he didn't get top damage this time. Not far off though, 140 damage off, so 1 shot and he actually had gotten top damage. Again, no premium account, 18k profit. He did use his repair kit or first aid kit, so I hope he buys those on discount next time, because he's actually paying for them. 21 shots fired, only 10 hit, 8 penetrated. He was shooting pretty much all the time on the move, so that is to be expected. 1460 damage of his own, but 3.3k spotting pretty much, and almost traveled 5k again, but this time on a fully upgraded tank. So yeah, 2 ace tankers in the LTG. Vehicle I don't actually own, because I had the LTTB, which changed the tier 8. And I didn't get the LTG. So yeah, don't know why that was again, but I've actually never played this. I was thinking of picking it up, but I by the looks of it, the LTTB I enjoy more. This is still a really nice little light tank though. I don't know about the grind itself, but it seemed relatively painless. I mean, Black also got some shitty teams. And when we were platooning, I was stealing all the spotting damage, unfortunately, so he had a pretty tough time getting XP. I'm sorry for that. I'll try to not pick a light tank when you pick a light tank. But yeah, All in all, 2 really nice matches. I hope you did enjoy them. Feel free to rate the replay and subscribe to the channel, and see you guys next time.